This is going to be a test video to see whether or not you guys want cave walkthroughs or anything like this, or Dragons Dogma 2. If you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments. The more likes and comments this video gets, the more likely it'll be I'll do more dungeons as we go forward. Anyways, you guys will be able to tell this is for Trevo Mine. This is a part of the story quest line. We get sent here from Vernworth. There's actually some important stuff in here as well. You can't actually see it on my screen right now. There are 2 weapons we can get in here, which are going to allow you to unlock extra classes. So we need to make sure we get both of those as we're going through this mine, which is why it's important to do so. Pretty easy and straightforward. I took a few steps in here and then I had to kind of realize I'm not just playing the game. I'm supposed to be doing guides for you guys. So here we go. Ooh, please don't come into me here. We're going to reach a choice in a second where we can go left or right. Now, in my practice run, I went left, and I think going right is going to serve to give us an advantage. So that's what we're going to attempt to do first, okay? So you can see, where are we? Where I am right now, we have this upper doorway just here, and we have this other way that we can go on the left. This is going to loop around into itself, so we're going to choose to go right just to see if my hunch bears fruit. We're going to fight our way through. Probably going to skip most of the big combats, or should I say most of the small combats. This really doesn't need to be any longer than it absolutely has to be. If you are looking to get through pretty quick, right, that turning there, I think it's that one, it's just ahead of us. See the door? That's the one that is going to lead us towards the quest objective, but we still have to clear out most of the goblins anyway, so we're best off doing the loop. Oh yeah, and I've recently switched to the mage from the archer because the mage is actually badass in this game, for those wanting to know. And there is the two-hander. That now unlocks the warrior class if we go to the guild selection in the inn. Useful to know where that is. The next one, which is for the sorcerer, is actually a little bit better hidden than that. I think it's worth just pointing that one out. It's probably going to get its own mini video. And then in here should be, can't see, there should be a room full of goblins waiting to throw balls down, and we should end up going behind them, which is the reason to come this way. Whoops. Ha! I blew my own bridge up. Oh man, that's my pawn. I've got to get you up. My pawn's better than all of the ones I've hired so far, so I actually can't afford for my pawn to go down. Okay, this didn't bring me out exactly where I thought it was going to bring me out in terms of ambushes, but we are where I want to be in terms of important stuff. So go ahead, loot all the little stuff that's in this little room, and then make sure, let me just check on the map here. Yeah, you can't really see it, but it should be pretty much straight ahead of me right now. Should this, basically there's a little dubiously shaped piece of map here. And this is what we want. It's either this one or it's the other side anyway. But pretty sure, yeah, here we go. Grievous Horns. Now have an arch staff. We can get the sorcerer quest unlocked. There is more loot down here, just in case you guys want me to detail that. Because probably I'm going to put 100% walkthrough because we are going to get all of the chests, which I think counts, right? Mining nodes and stuff like this, but I'll probably run past those because it's better to make the video quicker. Alright, so that little encounter, you can see we've got like a piece of land just onto my right-hand side here. We're going to loop around for that. That's going to have a bit more loot in there. But it's not like essential loot like we've already gotten. There is a big dude that's just asleep over there. Should be asleep. So I'm going to choose to drop some damage over there. You guys deal with that however you see fit. The mage is absolutely outstanding. I don't know why. I remember the first Dragons Dogma, I didn't really enjoy the mage very much. This time around, we are having some good fun. So Ring of Cooling, yeah, situational, but you never know. We might end up inside of a volcano for all I know, and that could be mega useful later. But for now, it's just situational.
Different masters favor different pawns. One whom I serve preferred to have beastrons for allies. Each their own.
Okay, so continuing through, and we should end up behind the boulders, which is what I wanted. Ouch, do you mind? And we can knock these down. So we can use this to our advantage if the goblins do end up ahead of them. The most important thing is we are now not going to get hit by the boulders. So we're just going to knock this down. There are a lot of boulders in here, so you got to be careful. Just noticed that one of the warriors I've hired isn't very good. We have to change that. So just make sure you keep up on the left as we're going around, because there are still more goblins left. You need to clear the whole room. And that should pretty much mean that the objective is met. But just to make sure that we've cleared the whole cave, we'll go ahead and get some mining done. Heading on through here, we'll loop everything together. So that just leaves us with meeting up with the soldiers that we're here to rescue. So we are back at the door that I pointed out earlier. Just in case you want a map reference, you can see that we are on the eastern side of the cave. Can't really miss it. Then we can go through the door.
These faces have grown mightily familiar. Our combined might is supposed to be reckoned with. I forgot nothing. We have no need to expose our weakness.
continue going through the cave. Eventually, we should come to a rope bridge. Which looks a little bit like this. Now, if you have a good traversal skill, I'm going to use the Mage's Levitation for this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to float on up this way. It's just a fairy stone. So if you can't get up here, yes, they're useful. But oh my god. And then head on back down to safety, where we can go ahead and talk to all of the guards that we've just rescued. Grab the loot in the back.
Allow me to open your chest.
And then you can head out of the back end of the cave, where we can drop a ladder to get back out of the cave.